Yo, 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 what is going on, YouTube? We back in the building. It's your host, Jake, spreading love, and I'm with the co host.
You already know who it is. It's your boy Lex, and welcome back to another episode of Primo Sports with Saul Game and No Hype.
You feel me? So it's episode 2, 3, man, the big Jordan number, GOAT status. So, let's drop some GOATs in the comment section. Because we made it to the GOATed episode. And we appreciate everybody that's been on the journey so far. Now we have 41 subscribers. Came up on three, trying to get to that 50 mark. You know what I mean? One
50
little,
the number,
know what I'm
50 the magic
saying?
number now.
One subscriber at a time, man. We appreciate y'all. So we just gonna get right into it, man. We gotta talk about my boy Curry, Chef Curry in the motherfucking building. Stop sleeping on him. You know what I'm saying? He had a little bad game against OKC. People started acting a little Now he hit you with the 40 back to back 40 pieces. Shooting over Wemby, taking him to the rack. I think it's just a showing that the old guard is still here. They not ready to just let this shit go like that to the youngins just yet. Even though OKC is looking like, they're the youngest team and they doing their thing, there's still some fight left in, Curry, KD and them and shit like that. But yeah, so what you think, Lex? You think this means anything? Do you think like Golden State is in a position to do something this year, or is it just gonna be we're gonna see some like miracle games from steps here and there, but it ain't
Well, no,
gonna
I
be
feel, I feel like Golden
like they
State's
got a
gonna be
chance?
alright. I feel like Golden State's gonna be alright, man. I think right now, especially from what was it last night when Golden State played San Antonio. I
What?
think this is that might potentially turn into a good little rivalry for this season, man. You feel me? Like I like what's going on with it. I like to see when Steph obviously like you said is going crazy right now. You know what I mean? So it obviously just goes to show that, like you said, he still has that fight, still has that hunger. Not really. You got to take it from Golden State. They're still, when it comes to over like the last, like what 10 years or so,
Yeah,
they've been the team. You know what I mean? Everybody has modeled their game and their whole game basically is modeled after them. They are the blueprint. They have been the blueprint of the league over the last 10 years. So yeah, you're gonna have to really like do something to them bad for them to, for them to just be roll over and dead basically. But
yeah,
I don't think that's really happening right now. But I definitely think that this San Antonio Warriors thing might get a little spicy. You know what I'm saying? Because seeing Wemby, go and dunk on Draymond the way he did, I love the way that he just,
yeah,
I like that just because it was, how Draymond is. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like him matching his energy. I know Golden State ended up, getting the game or whatever, but it's just, I feel like that's just going to show, like, yo, the new dudes is here now, bro.
yeah. It
We
was
here.
close,
We're not
close
backing
games too. It was close games
down.
too.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think Curry is just showing you that. I got the. You could be 7-4, but I'm shooting for 40, so it really don't matter. Like I'm pulling up from over here, so
And he really shot it over too.
and just like he did in the fucking Olympics, bro. Did the same shit to him in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? France had that. I thought they had a chance and shit, but it's right over the
Nah, but
outreach. You know
what
what I'm
what
saying?
what
Got him.
Steph did in the Olympics though was just
It was
I
Melo. It's like what Melo did. Remember when Melo went crazy with the threes and like,
man,
yo,
it
it was
was
wild.
the way he was just letting them bitches go, and the team knew it because they were just huh, here you go, and he really won the game for us, bro. So definitely
Yeah, comeback too. A big comeback
big
too.
shout out to Steph, and hopefully hopefully somebody because I know his Curry brand, him just leaving Under Armour, them parting ways or whatever, and he was out practicing with the Mamacitas on. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was pretty dope. So who knows where he ends up, but wherever he ends up, that's gonna make the brand explode because of already who he is as a player. You know what I mean? So yeah,
I feel like fuck going with any brand. I feel like just do you keep that shit independent, be on your Curry brand shit, and
I
just try
mean,
to fucking
you see what Jalen Brown's doing
feel me.
with
Like
his shit. So
don't sign to nobody, man. Keep all the bag for yourself. Your name, come on now. Curry put out whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna sell every time. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I would keep it independent. The money's already stacked to the fucking ceiling anyway for him. That motherfucker never running out of money. So he good. I feel like let's keep the Curry brand independent. Do some like some real get in your creative bag, you know what I'm saying? And now you have no all the creative freedom to make any like I don't know how it works, but I'm sure there's probably like some guidelines you gotta follow if you're under a certain brand, like with the design or they probably have input on the design and shit like that. Like now you ain't gotta worry about that. You just do everything yourself. And yeah, just make that profit, man. The Curry brand shit. I ain't buying it, but like I'm not buying it, but I'm not buying it, but
crazy shit is that you gave him hella support. You're supporting him without
I'm not
supporting
buying it. Cause what I'm gonna do, bro? I'm not playing ball. I don't play ball.
him.
I play ball sometimes, but I already got shoes for that. So I don't need to get the Curry Jawns. You
You
feel me? And it's gonna be expensive. So what I'm gonna do? Spend 150 to ball up?
every once in a while.
Nah, bro, I'm not doing that. I already got the shoes for that. They've been the same shoes for
Yeah.
5 years. I'm not changing them up yet. The grip's still good on them. You feel me? Pause. I'm not buying them, but the kids will buy them. Feel me? AAU teams, all of that.
You know what? Nah, not for nothing. Like his brand definitely could sponsor the AAU team. You know, he could even create his own AAU team if he hasn't already tried to already. But that's definitely something that I believe he could do with his brand.
I'm saying you buying them or
I don't have a reason to buy
yeah, yeah. Like no,
him.
I'm saying like, because it's not
Let me see
crazy
how
what
they
I'm saying.
looking.
I'm not talking shit.
Let
I'm
me
just
see how they
saying
looking. Let me see what this swag. You
like
know what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying like yeah, like you gotta convince me with those.
Yeah,
Cause,
it gotta be real standoutish or just
cause
like
if I got the,
something super clean. It just has to be something that'll catch my eye and I can
cause
feel like I can wear.
I'm
Yeah,
wearing jeans and shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm walking outside with jeans. It's cold outside right now. If I'm looking at the white Air Forces, you're gonna make something that's gonna make me choose the white ups, or I don't know about that at the end
yeah,
of
no,
the day.
nah,
So
not for nothing.
are
I'm
you
not gonna
putting my
choose that. Of course,
can I put my fit together with
to
the
be honest with
with
you,
the
I don't think it's
curries?
gonna be like.
Yeah, it's for
I
ball.
feel like it's gonna
All
be a
ball.
ball sneaker. So because I'm not out here playing ball,
So when
I'm
we
not
say
gonna
we
get
not
it.
buying it,
It
we're not
doesn't mean that
talking
I'm
shit.
not right. I'm not saying that it's like, yo, it's gonna be something whack.
Right.
I'm just saying that it's like
What am
it's
I
not
gonna
in
do
real
with it?
real use
Yeah,
because
for me,
right because it's a basketball sneaker and I'm not really outside just playing ball on the rack.
I'm
You feel
I
me?
be at the crib. I do little we do he do middies. He does a lot of middies.
I'm not out here on
He's
a
not
regular
really
basis.
even when he's playing, he's not driving to the rack. So he don't really need a bunch of
I don't need a basketball sneaker right now.
he needs a sneaker that is a one step pull up.
You feel me?
Curries are dribble dribble, run around screens, and I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, but what if I am
but
at
I
the
got
age
my
too where
shoes
it's like
already.
comfort does matter. So what if they're a real comfortable sneaker?
But
I mean, who knows? I
yeah,
mean, he could come out with hoodies. You know what I mean? Little track suits and shit that are
I
fire.
gotta see. I gotta see. Yo, if he come out with some tracksuits, that's fire.
He could come out with some track suits that are fire. For all we know. I
Yeah,
mean, we don't know. Everything is up in the air. So
I say,
I wish him the best.
look. Here's the chance, right? You got, bro. We know the prices are fucking crazy out here. Buying gear nowadays, just everything is so fucking expensive. Bro, come out with the affordable fly shit. Feel me? Come
Nah,
out with the.
It ain't gonna work.
Because if it's affordable, people crack on it, right?
It
Yo, but
ain't
you
gonna
got
work
it for
because
60.
not for nothing they're gonna try to make they're gonna try to make like a fucking Shaq shoe and or
Yeah.
like a Stephon Marbury shoe.
Everybody
No
knows
disrespect,
you got
but
made
it's
fun of
like
though in school for that. You
because
got made fun
if
of
it's
for in
gonna be
school.
inexpensive, then that means it's gonna be an inexpensively made shoe, even though shoes are already made dirt cheap.
Everybody that had Shaqs on in my school was in the bilingual class.
All I know is I don't
Then
think it's gonna
they
work.
weren't in like they were the gualas, you know what I'm saying? They had the Shaqs and the K Swisses, so we didn't get those.
They like yeah
And
nah.
people got and if you came to school with some Shaqs and you was not a part of that because we was cool with that, we accepted that. That's a different culture. I said I understand why they got those shoes, but if my man's came to school with some Shaqs, bro,
It's like nah, bro. So it's
you
like
gotta
if
if
it's gonna be
the
like
the walk down the hallway is crazy. You feel me? Everybody's yo.
I mean, luckily nowadays for a lot of these schools, man, these kids are in uniforms, but
Thank
their
you.
sneaker game still gotta
You gotta
stand
be
out.
if the bro. You
You
know
still
how it is.
gotta
You
have
know
your
how it is,
sneaker game
bro.
on. I mean,
You know how it is,
at
man.
least something decent. You know what I'm saying? But and that's what I mean though.
And
It's
it be
like
your mans that say it about you.
somebody gonna point it out.
Somebody gonna point it out.
Yo,
You won't.
yo, what are
And
they?
what the fuck
Nah,
are those? Bro, you start.
those ain't it, bro. Nah. And he's only looking out for you, really, low key,
And
because
the
that's
thing
the
is, your
means.
mom bought them and thought they was fly.
Nah, you
So
say you
shit,
wanted the Jordans, and then she got the logos mixed up.
baby, these Shaq is a good player.
You know what I'm saying? She done got the logos mixed up. You wanted the 11s. She
See,
got
if it was the Shaq,
the
the Reebok Jones, right? The you know what
yeah,
I'm saying
the
that
original
the
joint.
original shits
There
you
might
could
be
you
something.
could,
I can do something with those, but
but the
nah.
Walmart Jones,
Yeah,
you can't. Your sneakers should never be hanging by a thing, by a little string thing, like ever, like with the little hanger. It's your sneakers should never be.
with the little clip, you
If
just put it
they
on,
ever hanging like that, those you not supposed to get
and it
those.
says the size on it
Yeah,
on the little thing
you
on the
could see
little
the
hanger
size
shit.
already. There's no checking to see if it fits really. You just it says it.
Yeah, nah, you can't.
You grab it and they got the
Hopefully Curry shit is nice. Hopefully, I mean you never know because like I said, he was out. I mean, then he hits a shot. He's over here throwing up the 2 3s. So who knows if he's trying to get down with the fucking the Jordan brand. You know what I mean? Like get a collab with that, or get some collab with Nike. But either way, he's a free agent right now. And hopefully, things turn out good for the Curry brand. But he still is
yeah. I
here
mean,
and
I
he's
fuck with
balling.
Kurt and he's balling, man.
He's
49,
still out here
9 for
balling.
17
So
from three. I mean, he's just it's the most unstoppable shit. Unfortunately, it kind of fucked up the game. You know what I mean? Like,
like
excuse me, we gotta deal with a million threes now. We don't really see
which is
basketball for
crazy
real,
because
but
it's like I think we talked about this on a past episode before, but it was like remember when there were styles, like teams had different styles. You know what
these
I'm saying?
motherfuckers ran the triangle. Their shit was fast
Yeah, you're
paced.
saying you got the running gun dudes. You had the half court teams.
Yeah,
You had, you know what I'm saying, like the teams that are working inside out pause. You know what I'm saying? So what happened to that? There's like no creativity now. It's like it's the same. You drive, you dish out to the three. You shoot the three. You know what I'm saying? Or you drive, you sidestep. You know what I'm
yo,
saying?
motherfuckers be having a full wide open lane.
And no sidestep a three.
That hold up, bro. Go to the basket. It's easier. It's a more guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Like get the fucking
Bro,
points, bro.
the mid range, and getting to the basket are like the obviously getting to the
But look,
basket is gonna be harder because of the trees are there.
yeah,
You know what I mean? The sentence. But if you're in the mid range, bro, you have a higher percentage of making your shots.
bro. Think about this, right? The best scorers are like SGA, Midi, Jalen Brunson,
Midi.
Midi, Jokic be living in the mid, be hitting mad middies. You feel me? Like the whole turnaround post midi type shit. Like
Not for
All
nothing,
the best.
but
Giannis, he's hitting middies now.
think about who. Just think about some of the greatest scorers in general.
Yeah,
Mike, midi. Kobe, midi. Carmelo, midi.
yeah,
KD,
middy.
midi. And KD's probably the most efficient scorer ever.
Right,
You
you
feel me?
got the
Like
midi.
he,
The midi is there.
and it's all because of the midi. You feel
Tracy,
me? Tracy McGrady, a midi.
midi,
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw DeMar DeRozan in there,
midi,
and he's from like this kind of newer school era. Midi, he gets 20 plus a game off of just midis, bro.
straight middies. You can't forget about the middies, man.
That's
You
where it's
gotta.
at,
The
bro.
best
That's
scorers
where it's
all
at.
had that. Like,
That's where it's
and
at,
then,
man.
and
Midis where it's
it's
at.
still the trend even now because SGA, even Luca be him. He be hitting middies. It's just that take the shot one step in, boop. You know what I mean? Pump fake, get somebody jumping for the three because everybody think you're gonna take the motherfucking three anyway. Step in, midi, boop. Easiest shot in rhythm.
In rhythm, everything it's right there. Easier shot, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you get to like that to like the foul line, a little bit, above the foul line, you're good, bro. And it's because now you're basically shooting a free throw. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
Nah,
if you're a good free throw shooter, you can pretty much hit that midi. If you take it 10 times and you make it 6 or 7 times, you're good.
yeah, nah.
You're solid.
The midi is solid.
That's where it's at, man. That's why
Solid.
I always been preaching the mid range, fam. I've been preaching the mid range for years.
Gotta stay there. I mean,
It's a lost
it's
art
a
nowadays.
shot that it brings you. That's what really is making you, a three-level scorer. You know what I'm saying? Is the fact that you could be in that mid range and you're comfortable. You could go off the glass. You could do a spin post. You know what I'm saying? Post move spin, opposite shoulder, turn around, midi.
Look how
Because you can't do that from the three, really. You know how hard that is to do that from the three? So you do that right there in the midi. It's a little bit in that little in between section. You know what I'm saying?
and you can
And,
use the glass, man. The glass is your friend, bro. Like I
right,
mean, look what Tim Duncan did, bro.
right, lived off the glass.
Badunk,
Hmm.
badunk.
Basic move.
You're not
Basic
stopping.
move. Basic
You're
move.
not stopping
Basketball
it.
move. You feel me? But I agree with the whole assessment you did say about, the rivalry is gonna be crazy and a potential playoff matchup.
That would be great. Like
I
especially a
mean,
first round.
woo,
If that was like a first round, like let's say I'm just throwing out numbers. What if this is like a 2 versus 7?
yo, I'm gonna keep
Or
it a
even
dollar. I'm gonna
even
keep it a
even like
dollar.
if it was like a 4 versus 5 matchup.
Or a 6 versus 7. Nah,
Six
listen,
or
listen. This right here, right? If they was to be let's say a first round matchup,
hmm
probably one of the most, if not the most viewed first round in history. I'ma call it just because of or if it's not, it's gonna be one of the most exciting series of all times.
it
Even
is.
if people don't tune in like that, they're gonna wish they did
It's gonna
because
be
it's gonna go to 7.
it's gonna be an exciting series. If the outsiders don't watch, basketball fans are gonna love it
Yeah,
because you got Wemby. He's now in the playoffs. You feel me? He's the young up and coming. Supposedly, he's supposed to be the face of the league
right.
against the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Who's the probably one of the most influential players ever.
Of all
You know
time.
what I'm
Yep.
saying? So to have that matchup, and then already what's been what happened, like I said, when this nigga dunked on Draymond, the emotion that's coming with that, man,
Yo,
that's gonna be a crazy series,
the
bro.
franchises. Think about that.
Two great franchises
You
too.
know what I mean?
Like
Like, this is why I'm
yo,
saying the
yo,
views might be stupid.
yo.
Texas, Cali. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, it would probably be the most viewed first round of all time if it was to be in the first round. Because the way that kind of the season is going, look, Golden State's, I think they're like 8-6 now.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So they're not like bugging.
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio has a better record. They're hooping. So I would see it being uh San Antonio's like the 2 or 3 seed, and Golden State is the lower seed in this situation. Just by the trajectory of the way the season is going now, I obviously things can change. You know what I mean? God forbid,
So
let's
it'd be
keep the
like we
injuries
could
off
say
and
like
shit.
it'd be like a 3 versus 6.
Oh, first round,
First round, that'd be no matter what round it
first
would
round.
be, because I can see it either being in the first and second, but I
Yeah,
can see it more so being in the first round.
because I
And
think I think Golden State's a solid, probably like a 6 seed team, and they're cool with that.
And
They just want to get in the.
yeah,
They just want to get to the
right. They
dance.
and because they know how to play from that anyway. They're
Yeah,
experienced enough.
just
They
get to
have
the
the coach,
dance.
and just
Yeah,
we're just trying to get in there.
home
And
court
then
advantage. We don't care. We'll get it. We'll win. We'll win one of the
they're
first
good.
two
They're all right.
games. Yeah.
They know how to turn it on when they need to turn it on. You know what I'm saying? But like to see that matchup in the first round, I do agree. Like the ratings might be sky high through the roof. You know what I mean? But the excitement that it's gonna bring again. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like just in the first round alone, it's just gonna be super exciting.
Yeah.
Like
Nah.
for
No
like
bullshit.
especially on the West. You know, who knows what's gonna happen over on the East. But for that Western Conference matchup, if that's a first round matchup, whatever round, if these two just see each other in the playoffs, I feel like that's gonna be like a new rivalry for the next maybe couple years, depending on how long Steph and Draymond are around. But
Yeah, I would say that Draymond is gonna be gone a lot sooner than Steph. You know what I mean? Because
mm,
Draymond shit kind of looking a little washed. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's not the offense was never really there in the first place, but it's just looking like I can't count on you to get a bucket. And in this day and age, bro,
you gotta be able to put the
I
ball in
need
the
you.
basket.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I can't trust you to do that for me. I could get. I know you're gonna set your screens. I know you're gonna play hard defense. But like, I mean, you tried to take up Wemby twice in the game before, and he blocked you twice. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the decision making is not there. You got to stop playing with your. You playing with too much pride. But anyway, Curry will probably be there for at least like 3 more. I feel like. So yeah, it could definitely go down. And Jimmy Butler, let's not forget him. If
Mid range scorer.
playoff Jimmy, if it come through, it could be wild. But transitioning from that, man, if we talking a lot about the West, I mean, we got to talk about this run that the Thunder are on. I mean, fucking think they only have one loss
Listen,
on the season.
they're a
This
threat to go
team,
back to back.
yeah,
Honestly, they're a threat to go back to back because they're well coached. They have the personnel. They brought back pretty much the same personnel as last year.
young as shit.
They're still young. You could keep this team together for like another 5, and who knows what you could do with it. And yeah, there's a good solid chance that we see them back in the finals. Depending on how the end, hope they stay healthy, and depending on how the playoffs go, because you need a bit of luck in there and all of that. But just from how the season has started, they're off and running. You know what I mean?
But let me ask you this: if OKC becomes a dynasty, starts winning a lot of championships,
hmm
is that good or bad for the NBA?
It,
Because you see where I'm
I
going with
I
it.
see because it's I mean
Because of who the market.
the market, and that's what I was thinking about because the bigger market teams obviously are going to generate more, right?
Right.
But I can't say the bigger market teams aren't winning, but because I mean, with Luca being in LA right now, I feel like they're gonna get better. You know what I mean? Especially with Austin Reeves, they're making noise. Um, Even after LeBron is gone, they're gonna be good with Luca. You feel me? And I feel like as long as they're contending, it's gonna be good. But is it gonna be bad for the league? I don't necessarily think it's gonna be bad for the league. It may help the league a little bit, but I don't think it'll all the way be bad. Cause just like I know the Knicks are balling right now. They're doing pretty good. They got Brunson over there. If let's say New York is able to get another big star over there, it might that might change things. You feel me? Because you
Yeah,
feel me?
but no, in this scenario, I'm saying OKC is just winning these shits. I'm not saying like these teams we're getting exciting with, like my team is getting more like exciting players and shit like that or whatever. I'm just saying, let's say OKC wins four chips in a row, and it's looking like some when Chicago was on their shit. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? When you knew that, I mean, we kind of know who's gonna win the chip every year, but it was more exciting because it was Jordan in Chicago, big, huge market. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like, if it's Shea, who's not as exciting of a player at the end of the day, he's not explosive. He's just smooth, finesse game, foul, get you in foul trouble. You feel me? But it's never like, yo, Shea with the crazy poster, you know what I mean? He be catching them and all of that, but it's not as exciting as Jordan, in Chicago when they were running shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't think
that's exciting to watch. Now, is it exciting to watch Oklahoma win a lot? How many? What's the viewership gonna be like? Now, if you now let's say it transitions to, I mean, I feel like obviously the NBA wants more parity and shit. So small market teams doing good is dope. But imagine it's OKC and like somehow like Charlotte get nice or some shit. You know what I mean?
there's a
Like
lot to. I'm thinking now.
it's like
There isn't. You're not gonna have as many stars out. You're not gonna have. There isn't really a lot to do in I don't know Oklahoma City or whatever, but there isn't really a lot to do. I'm assuming in these cities, so it's gonna be a lot harder to get that type of
do you think
like the
Adam
stars
Silver
and
wants
shit.
it to happen? You know what I mean? Do you think he's like, I kind of hope that Oklahoma takes over the league right now?
Nah,
Think he's probably hoping
if
that
he's
like
if he's
L.A.
thinking,
Luca and shit of
yeah,
them,
like
or
I
or
think
like New
I
York
think
or Boston.
you're gonna want like the bigger market teams obviously to be at the top because they bring the most revenue and they have the biggest fan bases.
Bigger cities.
Bigger
You
cities,
know what I
there's
mean?
more to
Yeah,
do. You're gonna see the stars, you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
at the games. You're gonna see a Jack Nicholson. You're gonna see a Fat Joe or some shit
yeah.
like that. You just started, seeing some people over the last few years at Boston games.
Hey,
So
Mark Wahlberg,
you
all
know what I'm
them. Know what I'm
saying? You're
saying
gonna
big
you're
stars.
gonna see all of that, and in Oklahoma, since you don't really have that type of look, I could see it not like obviously it's not gonna work continuously, but it does help the league in a sense because now it's not a complete dominance of the bigger cities, if you would say, or the bigger markets. It kind of leaves that wiggle room, and it kind of keeps it interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because then at the same time, if you always got LA winning, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, all right, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? After a while, this becomes like, oh, gosh. But then when you see the underdog, people love rooting for the underdog.
Nah, they
You
do.
know what I'm saying? So it's like if every once in a while you're able to see an underdog win, then it's like, oh, all right, cool, yes. You know what I'm saying? And it gives the other team, other fans, I guess, shit to root for. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, it's just like it's gonna be like
yeah, I was.
how many people. Cause like when the big markets, right? When the big markets hoop and they ball out, they win championships. It makes other people from other states and shit become fans of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like other people aren't gonna be just become Oklahoma fans. Cause it's like, wow, it's Oklahoma.
It's like they're gonna
The
be more
jersey,
so.
the jersey isn't really even like popping like that. Like as far as like the color scheme and like the way it's designed, it's not even like a
Right,
fresh
you're gonna
look.
have you're
Like
gonna have more people fans of SGA opposed to the Thunder as well.
right, yeah,
You know
like
what I'm
yeah, I'm an
saying? You're gonna
SGA
have people
fan.
that's like, yo, Jalen Williams is my dope. You know what I'm saying? That's my
Yeah,
guy, and they're gonna get his jersey because of him, not necessarily because it's like this is Jalen Williams
mm.
and he plays for my favorite team.
Yeah, they're
You
not my
feel me?
favorite team now. They're
And
just
then it's
yeah,
like, and then we also got to look at the states that are around them. So it's like with Oklahoma, they're next to Texas, right?
yeah,
So I mean, Texas, you already got San Antonio, and you already got the Rockets,
and Dallas.
and then you got Dallas. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That
So
shit, man. That shit crazy. You're right. You're right. And speaking of Dallas, fucking had to get that boy Nico the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? Had
crazy,
to get him out of there.
crazy.
Um,
You know, all these trades are just they all made them look bad because it's like you're what 3-10 now,
yeah,
like
something
three
like
and
that.
nine,
Yeah, I
three
think
and
they just
ten.
won some shit, but yeah,
You
they're
know what I'm
definitely
saying?
under 500
Anthony Davis is out
again.
again. Kyrie's not playing.
Again, you could kind of say again for
You
him
know what I'm
too. He
saying?
gets hurt a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Clay
I
been
don't know.
been
I
been
don't know.
asked and he's been demoted to the
You
bench.
yeah, you thought the Meg shit would.
You know what I mean? So it's like and then you got Cooper out here and what they got him running the one or some shit like that now or some shit like. But either way, it's like yeah, this isn't looking good, bro.
Yeah,
This is right now these first 10, 11 games. Y'all don't look like y'all got anything together right now.
yeah,
It
eh,
just really makes it look like yeah, that trade was fucking stupid because it was stupid when we first seen it.
yeah.
Like, why are you gonna trade Luca, bro? You
So
keep him.
so I ain't gonna lie. I was watching It Is What It Is, and they kind of put me on to some shit. I guess Dallas was trying to move the team to Vegas. And when they was like, nah, we're good, like, Adam Silver and them probably was like, nah, we not doing that. You're gonna stay out there in Dallas. They got mad, and there's a possibility that it could been again, this is all from It Is What It Is. This is not my like,
Mm-hmm.
my opinion and shit, but this is what they were saying is that um it could be that they got mad, the owners and shit, that they got mad about shit and was like, I bet. So we're gonna do dumb shit like get rid of Luca.
So they're just
You feel
basically
me?
self
And
sabotaging.
then Nico just kind of ended up being the fall guy.
Ah,
But
that's whack.
he
Now
still
that's
had,
whack.
but he still has say and shit, and there's still moves that he did make that, bro. Look at y'all didn't want to sign Jalen Brunson back. Now look at what Jalen has become. You got the Lucas shit is crazy, and then it's like getting Anthony Davis, knowing that this motherfucker is made of fiberglass, bro. He can't stay on the fucking court. It's like getting a Rolls Royce with a Honda engine, bro.
I feel like they had a
Like,
Rolls Royce and they traded it for a Honda.
right, yeah. But I'm saying like the potential of AD, right? He's
AD
nasty. When
healthy, bro, is
nasty,
you're
bro.
not fucking with AD healthy, bro. Bro, he
Nasty.
has a
Guess
jumper.
what?
He's a
Midi.
3 level scorer.
Guess what? Midi.
He's a 3 level scorer.
Yeah.
Cause he could hit the perimeter shot, bro. He could hit a three. He could take it to the basket.
Defense.
The defense is there because he's blocking shots. He's getting rebounds, bro. Like skill wise, he got it. Like nah, you're not messing with him. His biggest issue is just staying healthy.
Yeah, bro.
Is
Yeah.
staying healthy. If
So
he can't
getting
stay healthy, it's
and the
like come on,
history is
man.
there. So you getting him was insane, and getting rid of Luca, insane, bro. The motherfucker is been in the first team NBA pretty much since he's been in the league.
Bro, he's been
So
Luca. Like
like
Luca's been great since he was a
MVP
kid, bro.
consideration, all that.
Luca's been great since he was a kid, bro.
And look at him what he's doing. Look what he's doing in LA. Going crazy. What you thought?
That was a great come up because
Yeah.
now they have another superstar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now
And
they
then
have
now
another superstar that they could build around.
they have another superstar and you don't have a job. Now you're unemployed. You feel me? And maybe it was the owners being little crybabies and shit or whatever, but like, you know, Mark Cuban out of there, and now all this shit kind of happened, and it is what
And
it
that seems
is,
like
dog.
that's what a big fuck up was, man. Once Cube got up out of there,
Yeah,
that's when shit started going downhill.
no bullshit.
And then it's crazy because it's like the year prior to last year, they went to the finals, bro. We played them in the finals. So it's like you had it.
You just need to
You
try to
could have
build
went
around
back
it. You need to
a
build
couple more
around it.
moves, but you made the biggest, dumbest mistake, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's like you sacrifice. If this was chess, it's almost like you sacrifice your queen.
Yeah, so this is what, and that's what's making me think that yeah, it had to not only be him, it had to be some owner shit as well because there's just no way that you make that move just dolo. There's no fucking way, bro.
He had to
There's
be
no
influenced
way.
to make that move.
There's no fucking way.
It had to be because it's like
There's no fucking way. And then, you probably thought that Cooper was gonna be mad nice off the rip, and he's starting to come into form now. He had a crazy game the other day. I think he had like a 40-point triple double to be honest.
oh, that's what's up.
But
That's what's
you
up.
feel me? So I think that he could hoop. I seen it. There's times that I questioned it. I'm not gonna lie, where I'm like, I don't know. I never question whether he could hoop. I just question whether he's gonna really be like the ultimate superstar type shit. Like maybe he could be an all star or some shit like that. But I don't know if superstars in the cards for him yet. But we'll see. He's playing good. You got other rookies like the dude from the fucking Hornets is going crazy, and you got VJ over there in Philly going crazy. So
VJ is
it's gonna
probably the
be
most
it's gonna be a good race down the
like
down the line.
I
You know what I'm
fuck with
saying
VJ, bro.
it's gonna be a good rookie of the year
he
race.
yeah, he hits shots, yo. VJ, he hits shots. He's not scared. And what Philly has with Maxi and him, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if they like once again they start rethinking this whole Embiid and Paul George thing. And if they just really decide to really start building around these two. They have with these two guards right now, because the way that they're balling, they're looking real good, and Maxi's looking like he's already ready to take over the team for the last couple of years.
Yeah, no
He's
bullshit.
gotten better and better every year. So depending on how the rest of this season plays out, I really think that the Sixers are going to end up rethinking this Paul George and Embiid thing because Embiid can't
It's
stay
not. Yeah,
healthy.
Paul George not
Paul
gonna
George
last.
cannot stay healthy. I mean, Embiid was already basically talking about just load management and just only playing up like
His
65
knees
games.
aren't there.
And it's like, bro, when he's on the court, bro, he's the most dominant center in the league.
Yeah, but he's not gonna be on there, bro. I'm telling you, I think the knees are done, bro. I think it's been too much of
Yeah,
that shit.
it's
He
just
don't
too
even do
much,
the
bro.
he don't even do the jump balls, bro.
He doesn't.
He doesn't even do the
He
jump
doesn't.
balls. They got Kelly Oubre doing that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
nah.
Like
So
he's done,
it
bro.
might be like you might have to call it quits and just pack it up. You know what I mean? Not for nothing. I think that's one of the reasons why he ended up joining the Olympic team for us.
Yeah,
It was like well, let me at least get something.
yeah. I'm
You know
getting
me?
Denzel. He's on Denzel shit. I'm leaving here with something.
You feel me? Like let me at least get something, and I know I can get this award. I know I can get me a medal with the USA team because I'm already a citizen or whatever. So I'm good. But I mean, I honestly think that's why he did it for the
Yeah,
most part. You know what I mean? Because it's like he was already hurt,
yeah,
so there was no sense of him to go and play in the Olympics. He
yeah.
could have used that time to heal up, but he didn't. He went to go and play the Olympics, and that could, in my opinion, that only further hurt.
Maybe they should do like a league of hurt people, you know what I'm saying? Where they got like Embiid in there, Anthony Davis. You can have Kyrie over there. You know what I'm saying? You could have Paul George. And you could run like an injury league kind of situation where y'all just play like
The IRL.
the IRL league.
Solid injury reserve
Maybe
league.
y'all could just do that. You know what I'm saying? Just run that. Maybe some like it's almost like wheelchair basketball. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe that's more suited for y'all, man. 'Cause, every time it's something hurt this, torn this, and I'm not saying Kawhi. Oh, Kawhi would be there. You got Kawhi in there.
He's the
You know,
captain.
captain. You know what I'm
He's the
saying?
captain on one of the teams. Like,
So
yeah,
maybe just do that and just see what's up with that. Cause it's a little bit like, come on, bro. Like
the
you
IRL
kind of
league.
you forcing it. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when and like for AD and Joel, it's looking like it's just gonna be. This is gonna be the beginning of the end. It's over. Probably done for after maybe try like a couple more years.
I don't
and
even
then
think
it's not gonna work.
I think if
I don't believe in
a
it.
couple more years, I don't know because obviously we're getting older. So you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? He's only getting older, but I think them knees, man. You know, like you said, they're shot, bro.
yeah, no, no
They're shot.
bullshit.
You know what I mean? And not for nothing, like I'm a little disappointed with the Paul George thing, man, because like I was really a big Paul George fan, bro, in Indiana, bro. Back before the 13, before PG 13, and it was 24, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like I really thought he was gonna be that one, bro. You know, the next one.
yeah,
And
man.
and even in, like with the young kids, you hear a lot of young kids like that's like their goal. You know what I'm saying? Because his whole package, pause. You know what I'm saying? But he has the handle, the game looks smooth, he got the jumper, two-way player, but it just seemed like one in the playoffs not showing up the way he needed to. And then another one with the health. You know what I'm saying? Like that first injury where he, broke his leg. That was just like,
Yeah,
heartbreaking,
man.
horrific. Nobody expected it. But then to see him bounce back from it and still become a great, like in a sense, a great player, but not showing up in the playoffs and not being able to just stay healthy and be on the floor consistently,
Yeah, it's like
it
when
hurts. You know
you
what I mean?
right, and people saying like you're playoff P, but you're really podcast P. It's not really the wave. So especially like I would be upset if I'm a fan and I just see you always doing podcasts, but you're never playing. That shit would piss me off.
Not for nothing.
And
I be feeling like sometimes with all these podcasts and shit, sometimes players need to like you don't need to be on the podcast during the season.
I think you just need to be focusing
I
on the
need you to
fucking season.
focus up. I need you to focus up. After
Yeah.
the season, you can do all that. During the season, you should focus up because then now a lot like there's times where you're interviewing the players that you're going against right then and there. Like you're gonna play against them 2 weeks from now, or you played against them, 3 days ago, and now we're on here, ha 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 ha, on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's different being
I
being
mean, yeah.
like it's
Yeah, I
different
get
if
that.
like you're my man's, whatever. Like we might talk after the game, but we ain't gotta be on the podcast.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can sit there and talk. You can talk your shit to me over the phone. I talk my shit to you over the phone. Whatever. I'm gonna see you the next time we see you, though. You know what I'm saying? After the season, we could do all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? During the season, I'm trying to lock in.
Yeah.
I gotta play your team, bro. I don't want to be friends with you right now. You
But
feel
now
me?
that I'm thinking about it, if you think about all the champions, recently, I don't think any of them do podcasts. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Curry doesn't do a podcast. Jokic doesn't do a
Draymond's the
podcast.
only one who does he does the podcast. He's
Yeah,
he's the vocal
but
one.
he ain't the top dude. Like I don't like it when the top people are doing the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, they be doing
They
their
do.
thing
They
too.
got this shit
But
too.
they be hooping. Like I don't know. I guess it matters. Like if you know how to do that balance, then I guess you can do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want. We're just probably looking at it from fans and thinking it's a problem, but
They could
we're
right. They
not
could be
seeing the
able.
work behind. A podcast can only be for an hour. You know what I mean? Like we do an hour pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
and there's so much more today, so they probably working like crazy. It just looks bad when you're losing.
Oh yeah, it looks
When you're
great.
winning, it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? Have do all the podcasts you want, but when you
He ain't too
so I
deep.
would say this. So I would say if you're losing and shit, maybe let's not do the podcast.
Maybe we should
You
focus up.
y'all winning, you're good. You still got your regimen as far as like you know excuse me, how you're eating and how you're you practicing and
Just your
doing
day
your
to day.
conditioning
if it's not interrupting your day to
and
day
y'all winning,
routines and everything is good, then all right, I guess so. And because also too the times that
this is
we're in,
different time, yeah.
where everything is just everything is you can see everything now. Everybody's putting everything out there, and it's a way for them to make revenue on the side because after basketball, who knows what they're going to be doing after
And
basketball.
honestly, I like it. I'm gonna be real. I like it because think about how many times like like in back in the day they didn't have podcasts. So like your favorite players, you just knew them for like the game that they played. You know what I'm saying? You didn't really know anything about them too much, like what they did outside of the game and shit. And now it's like you get to feel a little bit more of a personal connection with your favorite player now, which I think is fire, you know, especially for kids. Like if I'm a kid in New York, you know, and I love Jalen Brunson, he's my favorite player, all of that, and then I get to watch him like kind of in his day to day. Now I feel a little bit more like, oh, I know what he does. Like, nah, he be playing golf or he be doing this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
because a lot of times too,
you
because
just
they're
didn't
humans
have that
too,
back
so
then. Yeah,
you're seeing the human side of them. You know what I mean? Like back then, it was more so like they're almost like superheroes. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Where
bro.
they're like out of this world and like I'll just take it for like rap, right? When I was a kid, like before I started doing the rap shit, and like I would hear certain rappers rap, it was always just like, yo, how the fuck did you do that?
Yeah,
Until I started doing it myself, and then over time you get better and better. Oh, this is how you do that. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop,
right.
whoop. But so, and then when you're able to see how these artists are creating. Like I always go back to Ryan Leslie doing the fucking making a beat in the fucking studio. I
Mm-hmm.
always go back to that video because it's like a yo, the process of him making that is like a okay, so that's how you make it. You feel a part of it.
Yeah, yeah. Cause
You
it
start to
got
feel a part of
personal.
that process because if especially if you're also if you're also a creative, you understand that process.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you play ball and you're seeing Jalen Brunson going through his routines, I can relate to that process. So I can understand where that, where you're coming from with that because yes, it does almost make it more of a personal experience. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You're able to you're engaging with your favorite star without being next to him. You know what I'm
Right, because
saying?
if they're streaming, you could comment, you know, get in the comment section and get they, you know,
There's a good chance they comment on your comment.
if you donate, you know, they do shout outs and shit like that. So, you know, donate like $5 to the stream and then, you know, put a little message and they, you know, they shout it out. You know, that's pretty cool, you know.
Right. It definitely makes you feel more a part of the game.
Yeah.
And if you have that interaction with your favorite player, it almost makes you feel a part of that team. Um, and even if you're because there's people who are just player guys. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're not a fan of the team. They're just a fan of that player. So that connection right there, wherever that player goes, they're gonna follow him because of that connection. You know what I'm
You have
saying?
a chance to play a video game with your favorite player. That shit was
That
never
too.
a thing back in the
That
day.
too.
There was no such thing as you're gonna be able to play a video game with your favorite player because it wasn't no online gaming. So unless you was going to Michael Jordan's crib and plugging in the fucking Nintendo 64, bro, you wasn't about to play shit with Michael
Mm-hmm.
Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I've played against DeAndre Ayton.
Dope.
You know what I mean? I've played against him on 2K, gave him buckets. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Like I've played against NFL players on 2K and shit like that. So you know them again, like you said, they're human, so they do shit like we do. They play video games.
Mm-hmm.
They do, you know what I mean?
They
Like
might like, and I'm not even trying to sound funny or nothing like that. They might like the same cereal you like.
dead ass.
You know what I'm saying? They might, you know what I'm saying? Same color socks that you like. Just mad random shit. Because, we're all humans and we're all connected in some way. So, definitely to have some type of, to have that interaction, the chatting and all that other stuff. So if you're able to find, because everything has to be a balance. So if you're able to find that balance, but if you're a team that's, you're losing, I don't think you need to be
I
focusing
don't
on
really
no
want you to stream,
podcast
man.
because I think you need to go. I think you need to go. Go catch that pass, bro. Go get on the jug machine. You know what I'm saying? Go get on the shooting machine over there. You need to go work on your free throws, bro. Because remember, you missed three of them
Yeah,
joints.
we're 3-10. I don't
You
want
know
to
what I'm
see. I
saying?
don't
You
want to see your
you missed
opinion,
you
bro.
missed three clutch, crucial free throws that could have possibly won us the game. Fam, you dropped the pass in the end zone, bro. I think you need to be working on your route running or just on your hands in general, bro. Like, nah, we need to get to work. You know what I'm saying? You're putting too much energy into this podcast.
Bro, we're 2-11. I don't want to. No, I'm not hopping on Black Ops 7 at 9 p.m. tonight. Well, you know what I mean? Like I
Right.
don't want you to do
Like
that.
this
Like,
thing, like you see, like you hear what certain teams have been doing
and
throughout
I'm
the
not
offseason.
trying to control a man at the
No,
end
no,
of the
no,
day,
no,
but
no.
I'm just saying as
The
fans,
focus.
we're mad because we want to win,
Where
man. We
right?
want to
Where's your
fucking
focus
win.
at? We want to know where your focus is at.
Yeah, man.
Because like you seen like the Ravens are fucking up and they took out their whole little all their little games that they had in the break rooms and the locker room and all that other stuff. They took all of that out. Let's focus up.
Yeah.
We're a winning team and we're playing like we're a fucking losing team. Like we lose every year. Nah, we're not the bad news bears, bro. This is Baltimore Ravens. We're supposed to be on top. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Having Lamar come back is gonna help as well. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that
like,
helps out.
and but yeah, he was with it. He wanted that shit out the motherfucking locker room because they was losing even when he was starting too in the beginning
Right.
before he
Like
got hurt.
we gotta change shit up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change something up, get the focus right, bro. You know?
But yeah, man. So if we talking about, we gotta transition from the NBA, man. We gotta go to the football shit since we just mentioned Lamar and shit. We got a big game coming. Battle for first.
And the NFC West.
Seahawks versus the Rams, both 7-2.
That's gonna be a great game.
Sam Darnold, goes from the Vikings hooping and now on the Seahawks hooping.
Resurgence, bro.
I gotta say Matthew Stafford gotta be some type of consideration here for MVP,
Nah, I
bro. He's
think
been going crazy, four
yeah.
plus
I
touchdowns,
think he's one of the
like back to
top.
back games or some shit like that, or like he always three plus touchdowns a game, and
Yeah, I feel like,
you
in my
know,
opinion, it's either gonna be. I feel like right now it's between him and Jonathan Taylor.
yeah, and I would put Jonathan Taylor
You feel
above
me?
him
I feel like
slightly. I
I
mean,
feel
but
like
we're
it's
like
about
kind of
them.
by a lot.
In my opinion, I know like I'm a Pats fan and people we've been shouting. A lot of fans been shouting MVP. People, some of the commentators been
Oh,
fucking
yeah, I mean
talking a lot.
Drake May,
You know what I'm saying? He's balling, but in my opinion, no. You know what I'm saying? I do think a Jonathan Taylor or maybe a Matt Stafford right now, if I was to choose.
I
You know
would
what I'm
want,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
If I was to choose, I feel like what Drake is having, he's having a great year. He's having out of every quarterback in his draft class, he's having the best year.
Oh yeah,
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? He's having the best year. So I feel like for us, ride that wave. Don't
Yeah,
worry about no like me. I'm not fuck the MVP. You know what I'm saying? If there was a award that you would give anything, I would give Rabel Coach of the Year just for the simple fact that he took us from the last 2 years. We had a total of 4 wins in each year, so that's 8 wins. We are at 9 wins now.
yeah,
So
no,
I would, if anything, I would give like him a Coach of the Year. But other than that, no award, no player awards for us.
right.
We don't. We're
But
playing good football. That's it.
yeah,
We're
but
playing
yeah,
good football.
I would say, but yeah, Matthew Stafford up there, and I think probably Sam Darnold. You gotta put him up there too. Why not?
Because of his
You feel
resurgence,
me?
bro.
Like he's already,
He's had a crazy resurgence this year. I feel like
and the fact that it's on two different teams too is like
yes,
crazy. Cause you
yes,
see, it didn't happen like that for Gino. Gino went
no.
to Vegas and they
After that first game of the
yeah,
season for Gino, because he looked good against us. I don't know what it is what it is with the Raiders, just in general. It seems
yeah.
like they have like one good season, you know,
Every fucking
every
15
like
years.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
fucking.
And it's like I don't know what
They
it
got
is.
the talent, but look, NFC West showdown. I'm predicting. I'm gonna go with the Rams in this one. One because the experience, Sam Darnold, he hooped last year too, but didn't really hoop in the playoffs and didn't really hoop when it was going against the divisional leaders, as like the other divisional leaders, like losing to the Lions and shit like that, and having struggling games against Green Bay, and then not winning in the playoffs, getting knocked out early. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So, but I know Matthew Stafford is a champion. You know what I mean? And I think he's really trying to prove that he's not done yet. And I'm gonna go with the Rams in this one, purely off of Matthew Stafford, and just because I feel like he's gonna will them to the victory. It's gonna be a tough battle though. I could see this being 24-21, good back and forth game, but with a lot of defense. You got Verse over there and Ramsey and shit on LA. The fucking Seahawks defense is no joke either. So, you
Yeah,
know,
I would I would go with Rams as well. Similar reasons. Um, Overall, I feel like the Rams might have a little bit better of a personnel. Um, Stafford to me is, he's the better quarterback to me.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
And also too, I feel like he's made bigger throws, um, in when needed. And once again, having a better personnel. When you have Puka and you have Devonte Adams, those are solid, receivers right there to have on your team. They still have a pretty good defense, and I think the coaching, might be a little bit better. But overall, I just think they're just a little bit better of a team, and Matt Stafford being the X factor in this game, I believe, because of his experience and like I said, him being able to make big throws in big games.
Yeah.
So, and once again, he's a champion, so he knows what it's going to take. And I could see this being a close game. I could definitely see this being a close game. And I can also see this being, as far as how this plays out for them and how who wins the division, I could see the Rams winning it. But, with Seattle as a two seed behind them in the NFC West, because I just think that the Rams are just a little bit better.
Yeah, and I don't think I don't know, man. Like maybe the Niners could creep in and do some shit, but it's like it seems like if the Rams win the game, then it's their division to lose at that point. Seattle has some, JNS over there. That motherfucking nasty over there. So, Kenneth Walker doesn't do shit for me anytime. So I'm not worried about the run. The running game is good because they use multiple players in the shit. You know what I'm saying? Charbonnet and
Mm-hmm.
Kenneth Walker and shit. So, they know how to mix it up and that I think they gotta get creative and then try to make some maybe some trickery plays to get around that crazy edge rush that the Rams have and shit like that. And then again you got Ramsey out there lurking. He's a ball hawk, so he's gonna try to be disrupting the pass, and he's
Most
gonna
definitely,
definitely be
most
guarding
definitely.
JNS. So you know I'm definitely excited for it. I'm not too excited for anything else that's going on as far as my team goes and shit. We always gotta talk about our teams and this shit. We'll just do that to close this out. Dart with the injury. We're gonna start Jameis. So we're playing for the vibes.
Not gonna lie, I remember in the beginning of the season, felt like I should have started Jameis
Look, we're
before Russ.
yeah,
But I think like with the Dart shit, bro, um
and obviously Dayball getting fired too.
yeah, that right there, I feel like he was trying to save his job. So that's why he kept throwing Dart in these situations. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that he's already been concussed and already had some of these he has a history of these things, right? And then what happened on, what was it, Sunday when y'all played the Bears when he got injured?
Yeah.
To some degree, I feel like he kind of knew, but I feel like he's trying to save his job because the last couple seasons it's been going downhill. You feel me? Like he hasn't been a good coach for you guys. So, and I feel like he didn't really take into consideration somebody's health. You feel me? And it was more about saving his job opposed to let me do the right thing, get him, let me sit him down. We got two other guys. We're gonna put this other guy up in here. You sit out for the next week or whatever, but we have to get you right because you're our future.
And then you also made a dumb coaching decision by putting Russ in. You should have put Jameis in right there,
Knowing that what Russ has already done for you.
bro.
You feel me? Throw
I
Jameson
didn't
in there
call him
and give him a
Russ no
chance.
more. That's Sierra's boyfriend,
You
bro.
feel me?
That
Because it's yeah, like that's
he's a
from when
bum
I
ass.
seen it because even when y'all was playing the Bears, it was like y'all was down, but y'all was still fighting back. And at some point, I thought y'all was gonna fucking win the game. You feel
I
me?
mean, we were up.
You feel me? Like I
We were
thought y'all was
up
gonna.
20-10 in the fourth quarter, 5 minutes
I
left.
thought y'all was gonna win this game. So you know what I mean. Whatever happened, happened. So, but yeah, I really feel like old boy was just trying to save his job and save whatever was left of the season. But it was like, nah, bro. You know what I mean? Just throw Jameis already. Just throw him in there. Let him do his thing. You already tried it with Russ. Didn't work. My man's is injured right now. We're just gonna ride with Jameis right now. Fuck it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I mean, he clearly knew that he was concussed. He knew that he was concussed. He played him two more plays after that. Um, we get the ball. We're up 17-10. They get a penalty on the kick that we're about to try, but it would have still been fourth down, but it would have had us at the half-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
You knew that you wasn't gonna have him in the game for that at that point. You don't go for it. You should have went for it. Should have went for it, bro. You're 2-7. Like, what are you doing? Go for that shit. If not, you have him at the 1 yard line,
Mm-hmm.
at the half-yard line. So just terrible coaching, terrible decision making. I mean, it's not just him. Our fucking defensive coordinator should has to go. A lot of motherfuckers gotta go. I'm not excited about Kafka being the coach, and we gotta get rid of the GM as well. And like I said, man, tomorrow's just for the vibes, man. Like, we're here for the vibes. We're here for a good time. We're not here to win a game. We're about to have, Jameis is gonna go out there and he's gonna go have some fun. He's gonna throw 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, and we're gonna lose the game. And it's gonna be cool though, cause we're gonna have a good time. He's gonna have a good, motivational speech in the beginning, and it's gonna be nice. But Dayball, and the changes had to be made, but obviously, as I've been saying repeatedly on this show, we know we got our quarterback, so let's just work with that. I'm good with not winning another fucking game for the rest of the season, and trying to see what kind of draft pick we could get to help out
Absolutely.
Dart. Um, and let's get Scatterboo back. Let's get Neighbors back next year, and let's just start from there. But I need a whole new coaching regime in there. I'm all set with everybody in the motherfucking place. I'm all set. Tomorrow we're playing for the vibes. That's just what it is.
Yeah, I'm happy that we got the week off, the Sunday off. Like we're playing Sunday and then Thursday. Sunday was a great win for us going down into Tampa and getting a win. Enjoyed that. We played the Jets on Thursdays. I mean, it's always fuck the Jets over here, but that was a game that was one of those like we should win those and we did. Um, just for me with us, like I'm gonna keep saying, don't drink the juice. Keep playing. Play. We can't make the schedule. We didn't make the schedule. We could only play it. So just keep playing. And play play like you're 0-0. Play like you're 0-0. None of these wins, none of these non-wins matter. It's gotta just continuously be next game. If we're bringing anything from the old era, it's next game. Fuck the playoffs. A lot of people be talking about Super Bowl. I hate that kind of talk right now, especially this soon in the season. I don't like that type of talk. I'm the next game type of nigga. I'm from that Belichick era, so that's the shit that I'm sticking to. Stick to that same attitude. Don't worry about shit else. Don't drink the juice. Fuck everything else. Just stay focused.
Yeah, man. I believe that. So I believe it too, man. They can't get too hyped about it. Drake, especially Drake being so young. We haven't the playoffs hasn't started yet, so we don't know how he's gonna do in that situation.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that he wouldn't do good. I would assume he would still play good in those situations, but you never know until you see it.
Exactly.
So you gotta
Exactly.
stay composed, stay level headed. Of course, I agree with that. And yeah, man, like you said, next game, and for us, it's gonna be next episode, man. That's it, man. We're gonna wrap this shit up. That's episode 23, man. Goated episode. I told you we out here. Make sure you drop them motherfucking goats in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Because we think Michael Jordan's the GOAT. So 23.
The
Um,
real 2-3.
right, type shit. So, I'm going to be signing off this bitch, man. Lex, if you have any parting words for Primos and Primas.
Nah, man, you already know what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. We need those.
Trying to get to that 50. All right, y'all. Be easy. Love y'all. Peace.